Shaft boot, I've got a wide calf. I'm also wearing the leggings that are part of our today's special value, the slacks from Lori Goldstein. Here's what's so wonderful about my friends at Aerosoles. They give you an extra zippered gusset. So I don't have to sit here worrying about, oh no, am I gonna be able to get these zipped? Because not only, well, if I learned how to do the zipper, can I get these zipped, but if I decide I want them to be a little bit more streamlined, I can pull them up. In fact, my right calf is larger than my left calf, as Deanna's nodding, as a lot of us maybe favored that right leg when we were dancing or we were exercising or, you know, you're skiing. I tend to like to turn to the one side more than I like to turn to the other. So it's hard when you're on a really tough slope and I'm only turning one way. That doesn't really work. These are from Aerosoles. These are brand new today. And how cool that for $79 you can get a fashionable pair of high shaft boots that also give you the flexibility to be able to unzip a whole secondary gusset, and they also have a lot of gored elastic built right in. So these are in medium width, 5 through 9.5, size 10, size 11, and size 12. They're only $79. And I say only because you don't really find boots for $79. So let me take you through the colors. We have them in black. These are man-made materials. So if you don't like to buy leather, this would be a great option for you. Great design detail here. You've got a great gunmetal buckle on the side. Now in the back, like a riding boot, all of this is hidden gored elastic. So not only, and that goes all the way down to below your calf. That makes calf muscle, I should say. That makes such sense because all of that is moving, all of that is giving. And then on the inside, if you have a more slender or an average calf, you're probably gonna keep this zipped up. But if you have a wider calf, look at this, you can unzip it a good 8 inches all the way down and give yourself an extra at the top 1.5 inches, as well as all of the stretch in the back. Beautiful boot, easy boot, gorgeous rounded toe. So many boots have this like pointed toe look or more of a cowboy boot. This is definitely a dressier boot, especially at $79 and from Aerosoles that we love. So you have black, and then we also have it for you in brown, and that's a rich chocolate brown that I'm wearing. And then we have it in tan, which is kind of like that classic British tan. Note that the brown and the tan is done in the gold tone hardware, and then the rest of it is, the black is done in the gunmetal. Okay, so what's really cool about this, it has something called heel rest technology. And what that means is when you're in a boot, a lot of times, you know, it's all about the fashion, and maybe the company is forgetting a little bit about the comfort. So this heel rest technology, your heel really rests beautifully in this boot. So all of the tension, all of your weight is not going to be right there on the ball of your foot. The heel, by the way, is 2¼ inches, and you have, you know, a to the knee boot that you could really adjust. So if you decide to wear this, maybe with tights or with stockings, you might zip that all the way up. If you decide that you want to tuck some jeans or some jeggings in there, you can bring it down. If you have an average width foot, but a wider calf, as a lot of us do, this gives you the ability to do that. And we got to see our girls in these because they are so fashionable. I mean, a high boot, a high shaft boot, super fashionable. In the past, it was always an issue with the calf fit because of the fact that they gave you a teeny weeny bit of hidden gored elastic. Here you're getting a double shot of hidden gored elastic on the back, but instead of being that flat riding boot, they give us that a lot. A lot of times on the back of a riding boot, you get that stretch. You rarely see it in a heeled boot. I love that Aerosoles, again, with the heel rest and all the comfort. I mean, on the bottom, just like on your pumps, you've got that diamond pattern, which helps to absorb the weight of your foot, helps to distribute that a little bit more comfortably. So everything you love about an Aerosoles pump or espadrille is here in this boot, but now it gives you that lovely 2¼ inch heel height that's like just so much dressier. I mean, you can see how Amy has tucked the slacks to go with our today's special value, the complement inside. You can see how Deanna has a jegging on with this black boot. And it's $79. Like, that's something we pay for shoes, not for boots, especially when this one is so comfortable and has all of that calf flexibility. So you really can custom make this fit for you, and you can also adjust the boot depending on whether you're wearing it with very light hose or tight, or tucking in a pair of slacks. Like I said, like when I did high shaft boots, when I first started shoe shopping with Jane and I try on every pair of shoes for you, I would get a little bit nervous because I would go backstage and try the boots on, and sometimes I'd get about this part up and it wouldn't go. And here, zip up easily with total adjustability for $79 from Aerosoles. My pick of the show, a fabulous new, wait till you see the colors, from Bionic is coming up. But we had a little Halloween party the other night, and in case you weren't here, yes, that was our Hocus Pocus party. Sean and